Let's talk about conspiracy theories in U.S. politics. And man, I did not wake up thinking I was going to do this today. But you might have seen this exchange between Marjorie Taylor Greene and a BBC reporter. And the BBC reporter is going to ask her about conspiracy theories and Jewish space lasers. Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to end up saying F off to her. But let's see how this starts off.
And can you tell me why so many people that support Donald Trump love conspiracy theories, including yourself? He seems to attract lots of conspiracy theorists.
Well,
okay, so here's the thing. This is an excellent question. If we are doing serious political analysis, and if we approach this as political scientists trying to understand U.S. politics, this is a really great question. But it doesn't have the values or the impact. I mean, it hits different when you take that question seriously. Why do these folks, why do these supporters like these theories, right? Now, this is an important question that I don't think we take seriously, right? A lot of people dismiss things, right? They dismiss the conspiracy theorists, and I think there's a certain comfort in doing that, right? That these people that support Trump, well, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, she believes in Jewish space lasers, right? So it's this gotcha, it discredits her. But from the point of view of the people who support Trump, right, or the people, that this reporter is talking about who like these conspiracy theories, we should be asking, what is it about them that goes into this? Because, it's interesting, when Theda Skocpol started studying the Tea Party movement long before Donald Trump showed up, she noted that these were people that were worried about the world, right? She said she didn't focus on the hate. She focused on the fear. And she said these are people that don't recognize the country they're in. They fear that the country's going in the wrong direction. And she noted that the people that she interviewed were very smart. She was very, she's like, look, they're very smart people. They've created these organizations. They know a lot about politics, but they believe some weird things, right? And they, her example was they believed that the government was going to take control of their thermostats, right? And where did this come from? This is a conspiracy theory. And what we need to understand is what role that plays in the minds of these people, right? Where and one argument could be that, hey, look, in a world that is, where the night is dark and full of terrors, right? There's a lot of threats. The world is changing in ways that you don't understand. So you try to understand it. And the solution that is offered very often is that and certainly any populist group will do this. The populist answer is the virtuous public is threatened by some elite, right? That is pursuing its own nefarious purposes. Well, this is, okay, if that's your view, then, you kind of have that view and you say, all right, the problems in the world aren't us, they're them, right? And in understanding it, you don't solve the problem, but you feel better about it, and it gives you comfort. It's a symbolic win. That's it. That is an argument. Okay, there could be other ones, but the point is to take it seriously. And also, I got to say, when this reporter goes on, right, and she's going to, hear what Marjorie Taylor Greene has to say.
let me tell you, you're a conspiracy theorist, and the left and the media spreads more conspiracy theories. We like the truth. We like supporting our Constitution, our freedoms, and America first. So
What about Jewish space lasers? Tell us about Jewish space
no,
lasers.
why don't
All right, and she's going to tell her to F off then. But what about Greene's response here? That, the left pushes conspiracy theories, and they believe in truth, and, there's a lot to unpack there. And a lot of it, I think, is they believe in in what they consider to be the truth. This is the way the world is, and we are good, you are bad, right? Because honestly, Marjorie Taylor Greene is squaring off against a member of the elite, right? In the narrative that has been developed, the media is absolutely part of the problem. And oh, by the way, not for nothing, right? I'm getting this from a Snopes article, right? And Snopes included this tweet or X post where someone, if you read it, it's like, oh, this is someone who's on her side, right? And they end up saying the BBC is a discredited legacy media based on lies and deception. Where's the lie and deception? Well, the lie, right? This is Snopes. They're saying, hey, they're fact checking. Did she actually say Jewish space lasers caused it? And they find that it's a mixture, right? That there is truth and, basically what Marjorie Taylor Greene did when the California wildfires are going on, she said there was this solar satellite. They collect solar energy, they beam it to Earth, and, could it be that they missed, right? Now, factually, that might be very problematic, but where she got into trouble was she pointed out that one of the PG&E board members is on Rothschild Inc., their board, and Rothschild Investments is, the Rothschilds are a Jewish banking family. They're the lightning rod, the go-to lightning rod for anti-Semitism in Europe for over a century. So there she made that claim, but she didn't actually say Jewish space lasers. She said Rothschild, and the left, and a lot of people, not just, but would treat that as a dog whistle, say it's anti-Semitic, but is it? Right? My point here is there is an inference involved here that she was calling them Jewish space lasers. She was emphasizing the Jewishness of the Rothschild investment firm. And there are other possible explanations here. And so the people on the right, they know she didn't say that, right? They've been over this ground. And so they're like, oh yeah, here's the liberal media, throwing Jewish space lasers in her face. And they love her reaction, right? She is standing up. They're the dangerous others. She is standing up to them. So they love that she told, I'm guessing, that they are going, it makes sense that they would say, yeah, you're in their face. You're not taking it because they're the problem. So this is, now, what do we do with all this? I think it's so important if you're trying to understand U.S. politics, if you're trying to understand what is going to be with Trump supporters in the 2024 election, if we're doing serious political science analysis and discussion, we need to take the motivations of people seriously. We also need to be saying, I'm not saying give Marjorie Taylor Greene the benefit of the doubt, right? I did not wake up to support Marjorie Taylor Greene. But is there a doubt, right? Are we willing to accept there's a doubt? Are we willing to cross-examine our own views and what is being passed around? Now, I think that, honestly, you can't have this even-handedness. To force both sidism on it there's maybe more conspiracy theories on one side, but then we should ask the question why. We should really be taking these things far more seriously than is done, I think, in the kind of popular discussion of this. Because as political scientists, this is an important thing. We have to understand it. We have to take it seriously. We need to not dismiss the people who believe in this. We need to say why. There's a reason they're doing this. We need to understand it better. That's what I'm saying. And yeah, as always, it's boring AF. So tell me what you think in your comments, if you're still here, and subscribe, like, follow, all that happy